The Urban Land Institute is an organization dedicated not just in the United States, but around the world to better quality of the built environment.
So when Urban Land Institute recognizes a lifetime achievement, it's a very big deal in our industry.
If anyone deserves this award, it is Ron Terwilliger.
He has been involved in building more apartment complexes than anybody else in the country.
He has made a difference in so many people's lives, both in business, but also with his philanthropy.
He's smart, he's ambitious, he's competitive, but he's also has great integrity.
Well, Ron has just been a leader in the industry, all facets of the industry. Public sector, private sector, not-for-profit, and if anybody's done it all, it's Ron.
In the field of housing, in the field of the built environment, the singularly most important person of recent decades is Ron Terwilliger. Ron grew up in a middle-class family in the Arlington, Virginia area.
I'm his younger brother. We grew up in a small home in Arlington, Virginia, about 900 square feet with one bathroom, if you can believe it, that we all shared. A big driver, I think, for Ron and I was where we came from. Ron and I went to Wakefield High School together and got recruited by the Naval Academy to play ball. Neither one of my parents had ever gone to college, so Ron and I were the first ones to go to college.
Back in the early 60s, when Ron and I were both midshipmen at the Naval Academy, his sport was baseball and basketball. He was captain of both the baseball and basketball teams. And as the captain of both teams, and very successful, he was admired by all. He was a man of integrity, and he was a leader. And you could tell then that there's something special about Ron Terwilliger.
After graduating from the Naval Academy, my brother Ron lived the real hunt for Red October in that he was on a fleet ballistic missile submarine that carried nuclear warheads that avoided the Russians and stayed under the water for 60 days at a time. He did a couple tours of duty at that, and I think that taught him valuable leadership skills that carried over to the rest of his career.
Ron is highly intelligent, well-educated. On top of the Naval Academy, he's a Harvard business grad, and so he's a serious finance brain. I think Ron's first big job was Hilton Head.
He was originally the chief financial officer and was later promoted to be president of a couple of their developments, including Sea Pines Plantation and Amelia Island Plantation. That's where he met the Trammell Crow people. He became friends with one of their senior executives, and then they offered him the position to run Trammell Crow Residential on the East Coast out of Atlanta.
And I remember very much when he left a kind of a cool job at Hilton Head and took on a very beginning embryonic opportunity here. And we really brought Ron in to add the development of apartments on a large scale nationally into our company. And again, we had been in that business, but we hadn't figured it out.
And that's where he really developed a great company by hiring a bunch of very valuable partners up and down the East Coast who were developing apartment complexes throughout the East Coast.
And he built over 200,000 units of housing. I can't imagine anyone who's had a greater impact on the built environment in our country.
If you look over Ron as CEO of Trammell Crow Residential, the number of companies that split off being the public REITs, Gables, Avalon, then the companies like Alliance, Holland. There's just numerous companies that all came because out of Ron's leadership, he found these young people, mentored them, and then gave them the opportunity to start their own companies along the way.
He innovated, he created for Trammell Crow, but he also built up the housing availability in many cities.
There was this opportunity called real estate investment trusts where the public markets would pay more for real estate than the private markets. Now, Ron didn't discover that, but once Ron figured it out, he took full advantage of the opportunity. No one did more in the 1990s in the public markets and real estate than Trammell Residential under the leadership of Ron Terwilliger.
Well, I think it's clear that Ron Terwilliger raised the bar in the building industry by understanding early how decent housing is a precondition for the quality of life.
Ron's commitment to philanthropy has been an important part of his life during the 40 years I've known him.
Since he's retired from Trammell, he's been involved in many nonprofits where he's given his time and energy.
I mean, what they've done at Habitat, what the Terwilliger Center's done, and quite frankly, what he's done for the Naval Academy, his three big areas of focus, it's been a game changer for a lot of people.
Well, he's our largest donor ever at the Naval Academy. We now have better facilities, we have better coaches, we have nutrition for our scholar athletes, and we even have an academic center in Ron's name.
He's put his shoulder behind legislation to make housing available, to make affordable housing available. He also was head of Enterprise, the organization related to building affordable housing. And in the international realm, he has pushed Habitat for Humanity to work in about 60 countries around the world. But perhaps his greatest contribution and most impactful was when he gave the largest gift that's ever been given in the United States to an entity that was not a university or a hospital, when he gave $100 million to Habitat for Humanity. And it's really sustained Habitat to grow into more countries around the world.
Ron has been engaged with every part of leadership at ULI. He's been the global chair, he's been a council chair. He just continues to be a leader for the organization and a mentor to the younger members, and really embodies what ULI is about.
Modern ULI would not be what it is without Ron Terwilliger's financial support, ideas, leadership. He has been arguably the most influential person in the ULI in the last decades.
If somebody's looking at the housing industry, there'll be a few individuals in America who've been a part of shaping that. Ron's been at the forefront of that in every dimension for at least 4 decades.
In terms of achievement, there's people living in housing all across this country and the world who are in their homes because Ron Terwilliger built them, or Ron Terwilliger sponsored them, or Ron Terwilliger got the legislation that made them possible. But many people who will never know his name are living lives where they can raise their families and make a life for themselves because Ron Terwilliger built the house they're in.
Thank you, ULI, for this recognition of a Lifetime Achievement Award. I have been blessed to have the opportunity to work in my community both philanthropically and in my day job. I have been there for 45 years, built 300,000 apartments, and really enjoy the opportunity to create housing for families. I would say to those of you in the audience that being a part of ULI, both national and at the district council, is an amazingly important way for you to improve your communities and be a valuable community citizen. ULI aspires for better land use decisions. It's unique and it serves the communities, and it's important, I think, for recognition such as this, hopefully to inspire other people to go beyond simply their day job and help to build their community and build the whole country.
Hey, Ro, congratulations on the Lifetime Achievement Award. You well deserve it. You're a great brother, and I love you.
On behalf of all of your Naval Academy classmates, all of the Naval Academy family, you have done more than anyone. We can't thank you enough for that, but we also are so proud of you, and you are so deserving of this award.
Ron, you're an American hero, and you deserve this lifetime recognition for a lifetime of work to put people into housing and everything you've done. Many lives have been touched by the caring work that you've done.
You've done so much for me, for my family, but for so many other people at Trammell Residential and beyond. Thank you. You've made a huge difference in my life and in the world.
You have people that love you all over the country, people at Crow, people all across the industry, my family, we all love you. And we just want to give you heartfelt congratulations on yet another recognition of the great work of your life.
Ron, you are the DNA of ULI, and it's a better organization because of you. Thank you for your leadership, both personally and on behalf of all of ULI. Congratulations.